Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a walk, Savannah.
Welcome back to my channel. So today I will do a festival, well, kind of like Coachella festival inspired makeup look. And yes, this is my head thingy that I usually put my hair away with when I'm applying foundation. It's not a choker, relax, I know. Anyways, today I finally got to do a festival inspired makeup look, which I have been dying to do for, well, ever since Coachella began. I didn't go to Coachella because, well, it's a bit far for me to travel, and I am not one of those lucky vloggers that gets to, you know, go on a private jet and, you know, jet over to Palm Springs or whatever. But and I know that this video maybe should have been out like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or whatever, but with NYX Nordic Face Awards I didn't really have the time. Speaking of that, I think I will address all of this in a separate video. I will film one tomorrow anyways because I am doing the giveaway, well, next week, but I will film the video tomorrow. So yeah, let's just say that I did not move on from top 30. Yeah, I'm just gonna address all of that in a separate video because you guys obviously want to see this, how I did this look. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So today I'm starting off by applying a primer from Pure Cosmetics, which is basically a primer, strobe cream and moisturizer in one. And as you can tell here, I took way too much, but I honestly loved how my foundation applied on top of it and how glowy my skin looked. So I'm really digging this.
Never stop the way,
Next I went in with some orange color corrector to correct my dry spots that got super dark when I self-tanned the other day, and also underneath my eyes, well, my under eyes. And I mean, you will look crazy before you apply the foundation, but it really gets the job done. And this one is from NYX. Next, I went in with my Born This Way foundation from Too Faced in the shade Sand. And this will completely cover up all that orange. As long as you use a full coverage foundation, you will be all good. This is also a long-lasting foundation, which is key to any festival looks. And yeah, I don't even know if I need to say what's up next because I do this in every video. But anyways, as usual, I will go in with my Milani Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the shade Spiced Almond to contour my face, and I'm blending all of this into my foundation with a damp beauty blender.
The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young.
And as usual, I can't really seem to master nose contouring. Then we're going to highlight and further conceal with Urban Decay's Naked Concealers. The first one is actually a light pink color corrector in which I use to carve out my cheekbones, highlight my under eyes, forehead, cupid's bow, and lighten up the mouth area. The second one is a quote-unquote normal naked concealer in the shade Light Neutral. And I'm just applying this in a triangle underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose, chin, and, well, everywhere else, basically. And I'm also blending all of this into the rest with the same damp beauty blender. Now, to make sure that the base will stay put throughout the entire day and night, I will bake the places I usually crease up or get oily. And today I'm using the Airspun powder, which is a perfect dupe for the Laura Mercier powder. I have an entire dupe video on this on my channel, and I will link it down below if you want to see it. I then just set the rest of my face with some brand new NYX foundation powder in the shade Sand. I am also dusting away the bake with this powder. So because my cream contour turned out so good today, I will not go in super hard on the powder contours. So instead I will go in with a bronzer from MAC in the shade Matte Bronze. Next, we're going to take a quick shower in my do-it-yourself setting spray. Link to that one will also be in my bio. I have an entire video on that one. And I will then take my beauty blender and roll it in a downward motion to lay down my tiny peach fuzz. You guys, don't shave. It's perfectly normal to have peach fuzz, and this method just makes them invisible. So don't shave. And now for the fun part. Today we're going totally ham on the highlighting department. I will use this iridescent highlighter from MAC's Extra Dimension Skin Finish series in the shade Show Gold, which has like a pink and gold reflection in it. It's so pretty. So first I applied it with a dry fan brush, but then I decided to go in with a damp brush to really get that intense metallic look. I then went into the NYX Sweet Cheeks palette and applied these 3 shades pretty heavily, just because I wanted this look to stand out. So I even dragged it up my temples and up my hairline just to get that like extreme look. I then also went back into the MAC highlighter with another damp brush and applied it on my shoulder and collarbones. Moving along to the eyes, and per usual, we are priming with MAC's Paint Pot, this time in the shade Painterly. And I'm just applying this with a brush and then working it in with the warmth of my fingers. Now for today's look, I will use a palette from MAC that is not out in stores yet. This gorgeous palette, along with the rest of the Fruity Juicy collection, will launch May 18th. So first and foremost, I'm using the shades Glamour Light and Soleil So Lovely, and I'm applying these 2 into my crease. Next, I'm going in with Carnal Charm, and I'm slowly building up the desired shade by constantly adding, then blend, adding, then blend. You get the picture. And I'm also dragging it down my lower lash line. I then spritzed my brush with some Fix Plus and went into the shade Arabia, which is a gorgeous rose gold shade with pink, gold, and violet sparkles in it. It's so pretty. I then also went back to Carnal Charm with a pointy fluffy brush and blended out the edges of Arabia into the crease in a way. Next, I went back into the shade Glamour Light to lighten up the brow bone a bit, but also to further blend out any sharp edges. I then decided to go back into the same MAC highlighter that we used before and further highlight the brow bone a little bit. Moving on to the eyeliner, and I will just do a simple, sharp, standard winged eyeliner with this Schwing eyeliner from the Balm, which is my everyday go-to. It is the best eyeliner I have ever tried. I then curled my lashes to prep them for mascara and falsies. And for today's mascaras, yes, plural because I'm extra, I will use MAC's Upward Lash Mascara for my upper lashes and Maybelline Spider Effect Mascara for my lower lashes. I then applied lashes from eBay, and I will leave a link to these ones down below. So now we are finally moving on to the really fun stuff, and I will take this white liquid eyeliner from NYX and just paint on some tiny lines on the upper part of the nose bridge. And to be honest, this was harder than I thought. I mean, you only got one shot. I also did 3 dots above each brow, which wasn't as hard, thank God. I then decided to put on one of these fake tats, and you can get these basically everywhere. It's so easy, so festive, and well, you will not have to worry about losing your jewelries because they're stuck on you pretty much. So all you need is a cotton pad with some water and some patience. It's very important not to use a heavy amount of water, but if you don't use enough, the tattoo might apply unevenly and break. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing here. You have like one shot. No pressure though. I did manage to get it right for this video, thank God, but please be careful because you don't want to ruin your masterpiece that you just created. Also, before I did this, I did set my face with the Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray, which I didn't get on camera, but please set your face with the All-Nighter setting spray. It will make your makeup last so much longer.
Searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way.
Now for the lips today, I will use Nude Potion liquid lipstick from Ofra and the Nika Tutorials collection, which is a really pretty nude color, but I felt like it was a bit too nude. So I went in with a tiny amount of Spell liquid lipstick from the same Nika collab, and I just simply mixed them both by blending it in with my fingers. And I also applied a bit of the same highlighter that we have been using throughout this entire video on my Cupid's bow with a small brush. And for this year's makeup must, I did do a little white line with the same white eyeliner just over my bottom lip. However, I would recommend using a white liquid lipstick instead if you have one. And for the final touch, I took my Caesar looking diadem, placed it around my neck, and yeah. And this is the finished look. So I really hope that you liked today's video. I had a lot of fun today, as usual. I am so glad that you guys have like the world's biggest patience with me, even though I haven't delivered 2 videos a week for the last 2 weeks, I think it is. But I am just going to be honest. No, maybe you are. Yeah, okay. I do suffer from anxiety, and I will take this in this separate video as well. And it's really affecting my life, and it's incredibly annoying. But I will not let this video be about my anxiety because I actually didn't have any anxiety in this video at all. I really loved how this look came out. I had a lot of fun during it, and yeah. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. You know the drill by now. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye guys! Now I'm on the outside.